Hi people, this is Gio of Aroundtable, and today I'll be making DC Justice League Part 2, or second movie, if we ever get created. So it started end with Injustice League. So here we are. I'm doing fast. But anyways, before we go to the Injustice League, let's go back to the prelogue. So remember the Geos? Yeah, I know. But anyways, okay. So the whole thing you hear about is okay, before I go to them, the Rands and the Kryptonians, they're talking to each other. Now, the Rands, what happens, one of the scientists, which ends up being later on Adam Strange's father, okay? But you know, nice, he's one of the best scientists there is. He created a wormhole, a mini wormhole that goes up to straight to Earth, okay? And all his tests and everything, he finds the Kryptonians when there's accidentally or he did intentionally was contacted by yellow sun, especially that one there specifically, their DNA gets stronger. So he goes, maybe that's one of the solutions for the Kryptonians to able to leave or defend Krypton or go to another planet in case the planet gets destroyed or whatever, or fight outer space, whatever, against the apocalypse, which is dark side, right? So he goes, that could be one of the solutions. So he's making, because he already made tests over there, because wants to learn the language, this and that. But the thing is, this wormhole that goes to Earth doesn't have, it's not an accurate spatial with time to time, which means that when he opens it, it goes not to the present, but goes to the future of Earth, okay, from their time, which is still our past, you could say, because it's called because he's able to do a wormhole from the 1960s, give or take, okay, and in there he's trying to learn the Earth people, how's their culture, are example the Kryptonians are sent there, are they able to serve, are they nice people or not, or this, how's their DNA and everything. So he's paying attention to a certain family that deliver on near his probe, and he has probes that comes out. Yeah, and these probes, you know what they are? You know those science things, they're saying aliens, technology, the advance, and it's like a ruler style, and it goes so fast through space that and time and everything that nobody knows what they are and everything. Well, those are the probes, okay? Yes, kind of putting, and their job is to, because what happened, he learned that if he takes live DNA from humans, it kills the Kryptonians very easily in a bad way. You know, like it alters their thing, whatever the reasons why, or because maybe it's in Rand's airspace, whatever. So those things are able to zoom around the Earth as much as possible, take the most freshest dead skin of humans. So that's why you don't see them. They're too fast. Yes, yeah, I'm weird sometimes. So they take all these little things same time. While he's waiting for these probes to come back or there's that, he's got interested in a family in America, South America, in a southern of America, in the United States. Okay, they see his black families, and he knew this because this project is a lot like as long as he is. The reason the time warp is it shifts. He sees his little girl going from 5 years old to 10 to 15 to 21, but that's for him is like in a couple of weeks or months. But because the wormhole shifts, it's not the solid or it's not the stable. There is the word stable. So to make a point fast, certain point, he sees her. Okay, the probe, and and like he's spying, not spying on her, but he wants to learn more about the human culture and everything. This and that, and one of her family with her family is one of his favorite interests besides the other families or other nationalities or white or aboriginal, whatever. He has his eyes on this one here. He loves the way she was, how if she was young and everything. This black American, okay? Now in the 60s, especially South America, blacks are free, but not exactly free, because was that those laws of the blacks in the back and the whites and this and that. So at a certain point, she comes to her house, okay? She goes to her house, and when she goes to the town, and she felt this gut feeling something's gonna happen. She has a little gut feeling thing. So she goes in there, and her house is on fire. and she sees people with the Ku Klux Klan with the cross and the burning, and she's trying to run away from them, and they're following her, this and this and that. So him, he sees that, he goes, okay, I'm not gonna. He's attached to her. Okay, now she's in her right now. She's probably in her mid 20s, give or take. So he puts his armor around them that he could serve because he doesn't know what's the if the atmosphere is able to handle her. He doesn't know enough. So he goes in there to save her because he got attached to her big time. So he goes in there the armor, of course, he looks humanoid, okay, but he goes in there and he protects her from these Ku Klux Klan people, and she's happy and goes thanking this and that, and he tells her, goes, look, goes, I did my duty. Go where you have to go because I have to go back where I am. She goes, no, I want to come with you because I have nobody here. All my family are dead. They killed everybody, and goes there. Yeah, goes, and he tells us true. Goes, look, I'm an alien, and I mean when I mean alien from another planet. I don't have the same color as you, and this and that. Goes, and she goes there. He goes, you're not gonna be comfortable. She goes, look, I'm black. He goes, I'm human, but other humans don't treat me human. To them, I'm an outsider. So he goes, what does it give you? And then if you leave me here, wherever I run, or more east, south, northwest, if I go in the wrong town, and wrong city, wrong place, I'm treated like a slave or a second number citizenship. So it goes, yeah, but the guy goes, okay, look, before you come to my planet, goes, after goes, you can come there. Goes, you'll be limited near my lab and everything until I find out a way you're able to breathe and you're able to uh, interact with other people, whatever. No, she goes, no, I don't care. Goes, this and that. I'm gonna treat you very good if you do come. But here's the thing: before you say yes, I have to show you how I really look. She goes, because he goes to her, goes, and that's Adam Strange's father. Okay, and she goes there, and he shows him, and he looks alien because he's purple skinned, or he's a little spike, whatever you want to call him, this and that. She goes, and he looks at her, he's like, aren't you gonna scream and yell because I look like a monster compared to the other humans? She goes, no. Goes, me, no. He's freaking out. And she goes, how can I refer you as a monster and you're an alien, you saved me? Well, the other humans burned my family because of our skin color. That's it. Not because of the way how we speak or whatever. It's just because of our skin color. And they burned us up like we're less than an animal. They're monsters, not you. This guy freaks out. He's okay. So he took her and he brought her back to Rani, and he isolated her, find out if she's able to endure this and this and that. Now, here's the thing. Kryptonians, he's trying to find, make them strong and everything, and he couldn't find it. He put maybe Rand's DNA with the Kryptonians, it doesn't work. But here what he finds. He finds out that when he puts the human DNAs with the Kryptonians and a bit of the Rand inside, just a little bit, it works. It works completely. And they're able to have a stronger immune system. Everything is like to the next level. So he calls Jor-El. He goes, Jor-El, look, I have this, and this. I don't know how crazy safe this is not. And he gives all the information, and he's telling, and Jor-El goes, okay, but where's this Earth? He goes, look, I have no idea. Because this wormhole brings me to this planet. It's the yellow sun. Goes, I have all these probes and everything that took pictures around the specks of the stars around it. So especially your science are better than us, like a leap years, with all the star coordinates and all that, and you see all the other galaxies and everything. You could actually, with time, pinpoint where this Earth is. And at the same time, he goes there when the DNA and all these kind of things. Drug, I'm gonna give it to my brother. He goes, since that's a specialty, and we're gonna try to figure it out. And goes, maybe my future son will do those mixtures and everything. And goes, I'll send you some of the blood of the humans and this and that and all that, you know. So that solves the Krypton and the Rand, because they're advancing and everything. And of course, Kryptonians are giving the Rand, like the population is starting finally to rebound. Like they're starting to wake up and everything. So that's it. Oh yeah, and just in case he falls in love with her, and they can't. Oh, that's yeah. Well, I'll do it right now. What happens? She has this gut, like let's say they call it witchcraft. She has a sixth sense. So she has a couple of scientists like works with the father once in a while when they go to other place and everything, and she puts things to not they like an image thing that makes her look more alien, so people don't freak out that she doesn't look like everybody else, right? And certain place where there's a lot of alien race that travel in there, she looks the way she looks. So it's her decision. So there's one lab she goes with him, and I forgot his name. I never did research because I didn't really care. But now I go, damn, I should have done it. There was a bunch of female scientists that looked like Rand completely that gave her the inner tweak in there with that she goes, something bothers her this about these people. And she's telling him, well, there's something about she goes, well, how can you say, well, you just see them call it guts instinct. I knew my family was gonna die by these people before it happened. There's a couple of things I knew before it happened. Like all my life, I also had this little mini gut feeling, and he knows that because he sees her a couple of times that she hesitates and she has a weird face, and which she's doing right there. So the guy goes, maybe she has a hunch or something. Ends up being that those scientists, okay, they look like Rand, are female fetal because they're infiltrating the Rand people, and they're just going in there and they're starting to make the virus and the thing to make the so that the populace when Darkseid comes in with the populace machine there and all that to engulf all the DNA of them that and make the Rand kill each other and does that. So they just need DNA, dead or alive. They don't give a damn. They just need DNA, organic materials, and everything to create the next army and also feed the soldiers and this kind of things, right? So he does his research and he finds out it's true. And he goes in there, this and that, and he's calling the army and everything. But after, when he goes back to his lab, and the Femme Fidel takes the mother box and they all disappear one shot, make a long story short. He goes back to the lab. They just killed her. Like she's dying, like she's about to talk and everything. And she goes, I was right, that's right. And then she just dies. At that moment he loved her a little bit too much. Like they're already in love. They were almost kind of like they were referred as a couple to everybody. Okay, so they can't have kids. But now that she's passed away, he was take out her egg cells and with DNA factors of the humans, her being human, him being Iran, with a bit of Kryptonians, he found finally with so much tests of percentages in this, he found the perfect balance to create his son. And his son, yes, it's Adam Strange, which she's the mother and he's the father, and he becomes Doctor Strange. Adam Strange, not Doctor Strange, but Adam Strange. And he has, of course, he's more genetically more better, more powerful because when he wears the armor, he's able to do things more multiple than all the other Rands. So he's because is it the factor of human Rand or with a bit of Kryptonian, whatever it is, the factor, the mixture makes the perfect recipe of him being the perfect war machine or the perfect Rand because he's perfect in every other way. He's not aggressive. He's very logical. He's like he could be the next evolution, but it ends up he's the one. Okay, so that's what happens with the Rand and the Kryptonians and this and that. Now we go back to the Geos, right? So all of a sudden you see the ship is in space, dead, no lights, no nothing, and there's a bit of flames, where you want to call in space, whatever. And now you see Orion, Light Ray, Mentron, and Becca. Okay, now they're going towards the spaceship, and these are from Genesis, New Genesis. Okay, and they're going inside and you see all these dead bodies, these colorful people. Then there's white people, these white aliens, and the parademons. They're dead and all this kind of thing. And the ship, it's like there was a big fight and everything, and there's nobody alive except this little baby in a tube that was hidden. But Metron or whatever, he was able to find it because he gets involved in computers and that, and he calls the high father, and he goes to him and goes, look, the balance of dark and white, black and white, or Genesis and Apocalypse, it's shifting because the Apocalypse is getting more aggressive and they're off balancing the justice, And so the High Father goes, okay, look, get all the DNA, all the data they have in the ship, download it, bring it back here. We're gonna find out what happened. This and this. Are you able to translate their language? He goes, yeah, I'm able to translate. Becca is saying, okay, look, I checked all these alien races and everything. He goes, they're most all dead, but the DNA. I goes, we cannot leave the way it is because some people might use the DNA against us, and this is not. Maybe Darkseid's coming back later on. This is not. So they put on the ship to do what they're supposed to do if this happened. But at the same time, the High Father goes, look, put the ship somewhere that's nobody can find it. So if one day the little baby alien grows up, his heritage is all there, all the information he needs is there, and he can know who he is. So when he translates everything, so goes there. So what should we call him? So they're looking at everything, this and this. Yeah, now you know why they're not going to be no more geos, okay? And he goes there. Well, his the prophecy of what was his name is supposed to be a prophecy. That's what they call the prophecy name of him. And on the test, and that's what was called this test. He's dark green, and in his lab, in this facility where he is, it's called Jonah Jones. Yes, and the guy goes, okay, and he's from where? Well, the spaceship where he is, the mother big ship, the humongous one, it's called Mars. Yeah, Jonah Jones from Mars. And then he's called the Manhunter, because you know why? He has to hunt man, because he is the savior, and he needs man together to fulfill the prophecy. So he's not hunting humans. He's hunting humans to find out where they are, because they have to work together. A lot of hunters kill who they're going after. Sometimes they go out, they hunt an animal to protect them and bring them somewhere else in a sanctuary. So there, yeah. So he's not no. So get rid of all the geos, and he's a Martian manhunter. Okay, John. Now in there, now all these aliens there, the white one, that's a white Martian. Okay, and then the parademons. Parademons. Okay, I'll explain it now because okay, I'll let you go. Part 1 and part 2 of part 2 will be later on. Okay, so G out for now.